Welcome to part 4 of Mega Man 4. Now we're going after Dive Man, obligatory water enemy.
The least used HM.
I don't know, Flash is pretty obnoxious.
Yeah.
And so's Rock Smash, actually.
Yeah, but at least there's more occasions where you have to smash rocks.
Yeah, but still, I'd rather not use either. At least Dive, it's basically water type fly in battle. Whereas Rock Smash is absolutely fucking useless in battle.
A second ago you were walking on the spikes.
Invincibility frames. Because you get a few seconds after you've been hit by an enemy where you're not going to take any damage, so it just did that. That wasn't the case in Mega Man 1 though, because the invincibility frames didn't clock on for spikes properly, which is similar glitch to what there was in Sonic 1, where if you hit a spike, it wouldn't give you your invincibility frames properly, so if you just stood on a spike, you would die. And
where was the fight there?
I don't know, I just froze it in time. Because why not?
You'd think that if you create a robot that could freeze time, you win.
Yeah. Maybe.
But no, the robot gets defeated by something else and then uses the ability properly.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre how there can be such a division between the way a Robot Master uses its ability and the way that Mega Man uses it afterwards. There are a few things I can think of off the top of my head, like I think Heat Man from Mega Man 2, like in his battle he just literally charges towards you and then throws out like fire bombs at you, whereas when Mega Man takes his weapon it's like a charged fire shot, isn't it? And that makes no sense.
And then Frogman, he was jumping around.
Toadman.
Toadman.
I wouldn't have been able to make that shit joke if it was Frogman, would I? That's how you should remember these things.
No, but he was jumping around and then suddenly you get the weapon to nuke.
Oh, he can actually use that rain attack, but that requires you not shooting him. Like, he's even more piss easy when you got his weakness in the boss rush. Like, literally, think what I was doing with him the first time, only I'm taking like 4 points of damage off him at a time rather than 1. It's like, he's a joke. He's probably the weakest Robot Master from the entire series. Except, unless you count the X series, because like the Mega Man X2 opening boss is absolutely pathetic as well, but that's because he only takes 4 charge shots.
Yeah, submarine dog.
Yeah, Rush Marine's back. I think this is the last time we'll get Rush Marine actually. I don't think he's in 5, but I might be missing something. Yeah. Anyway, these spike things, basically they blow up, but you're normally far enough past them at the point that it don't actually matter. And I can't go through the door in Rush Marine anymore. That's really
You know you got a good life if you've got a dog that can turn into a submarine and shoot energy beams out its mouth.
Yeah, but to quote the Megas, humanity is not what it seems. As reality plays my darkest dreams, I can fly on a dog. I love that song because it's so bizarre and so ridiculously dark, then comes out with a line like that. But did I just die? I think I did. Yeah. But yeah, his weakness is actually the Skullman weapon, but I'm using Dustman because it's like easier to hit him with. And it still does more than the actual Mega Buster shot. So that's why we're not going to be seeing much of Skullman's weapon in this playthrough in general. Yeah.
He's got like a submarine head, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got kind of the looking sort of thing. I don't know what it's called.
Periscope.
No, periscope, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. The Dustman weapon is just so much quicker than trying to stand next to him with the Skullman on. And the annoying thing is that it shows you the names of the Robot Master you got them from rather than the actual name of the weapon, so I can never remember what the actual weapons are called. Other than Flash Stopper, because I'm almost certain that's what Flashman's one was called in Mega Man 2 as well. It's basically the same attack though, and you can shoot with it. And that was another boss down. That sprite animation probably quite impressive back in the day.
When was this game made, roughly? Or
91.
I think it was 93 or 94, I don't know. It's that sort of time period too. It was, I think, quite late in the NES lifespan, because I know that Mega Man 6 was definitely out after the Super Nintendo. I'm not sure about 5. But now we've got the obligatory mine level.
With Drill Man.
Yeah. Because after Woodman and Hardman, they needed someone to follow up the excellent naming scheme.
Pure genius.
Yeah. And another one of those enemies. So, now, because we're running low on things to talk about, and because I just suck at professionalism now, you guys been watching anything interesting lately? Just...
Who watches everything?
South Park, Bleach, occasionally,
Yeah, South Park is something that I've never really paid much attention to.
It is juvenile.
Yeah, it's
yes,
like...
but I like the plots. At least it has a plot, unlike Family Guy.
Yeah, so...
Plot.
Yeah.
That kind of humour is... I like that sort
Well,
of
at least
humour...
it's concise. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't just jump to gags and then goes back into a incomplete plot. Like,
I
if
like
you
that
can call
about
it-
Family Guy.
No,
Yeah,
see,
but it's
the thing
just
with
random.
that kind of humour from both of them is that I like that sort of humour in moderation. I don't like a whole programme full of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's, I can deal with a little bit of silliness. I can deal with the odd dick joke. I
But
can deal with the old
The thing
thing.
I like about South Park is like the references they have from like actual real life. Like an episode when they were like taking the piss out of Miley Cyrus called "Taming the Strange," where they like take the piss out of it with like a Yo Gabba Gabba like character, and they make a reference that she's all controversial and that. I know it sounds stupid,
Yeah.
but I like the fact they like sort of shoehorn it into like the episode, and it's just like,
They always
that was a thing, like, and they put their own spin onto it. That's what I think is quite clever.
Yeah, that sort of humour, I kind of, even like with a celebrity making fun of them and that sort of shit, that's the sort of stuff that, again, I want moderation. It's
Yeah.
like, it's funny here and there, but
Yeah, I
when that's
understand,
like
yeah.
a distraction,
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah.
isn't it?
What I like is how sometimes, like, you know, at the end they're just like, I've learned something today.
Yeah.
Sometimes the lessons that they've learned make sense somehow.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
How clever writers. They
I
put
don't
things
know.
in.
Sort of. Sometimes, but sometimes it just, I don't know, South Park just goes for shock value, doesn't it, really? And it's just
Yeah.
not as smart as other comedies, but it is quite smart, but...
Yeah. To go back on topic for a sec, what I'm doing there is them grey pipes, they drop boulders there. If you use the flash stopper weapon, they don't. So if you use that to go through, then you'll get hit less. Because that is quite an annoying section otherwise. And Drill Man,
Real-
I think he's quite easy, but I think I'll die anyway, because I'm on low health. I might actually just let myself get killed here, actually, come to think of it. Yeah.
It looks quite hard, actually.
So, Drill Man knows dick.
Yeah. Well, I hope so, given he's a drill. That's kind of his main purpose, isn't it? Dig things. But yeah. Slightly more obedient than Excadrill, though.
Excadrill.
To reference to Iris's extra drill.
Yes. But yeah, the useful thing about Dive Man's weapon, his weakness, is that it's actually homing, which is useful when he's above ground, not so useful when he's below it, as you can probably imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, what was the whole reason about extra drill not being obedient?
I don't know.
It's like they were trying to do like a remake of like Charizard.
It was like Excadrill was being used in battle at one point, and it thought like, well, fuck, we're not going to win this, but Iris kept giving it orders.
Yeah. This is not quite as stupid as what they did with our Dragonite, because most of the time the Dragonite could have won the battle on its own.
I like the battle between Beartic and Dragonite. That just defines it so well. It's just like Blizzard frozen, and it just breaks out and punches Beartic in the face and wins.
Yeah. It's like Dragonite can do a better job than Iris could. They're just like, if you got that sort of Pokemon, just leave him to it.
Just get him out and just be like, yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
And I believe that's all the Robot Masters down now, so in the next part we'll be going to Dr. Cossack's castle. Aren't we excited?
Yay!
That sounded so enthusiastic.